history lesson here. This happened in the 1400s. You understand? Where the conquistadors came and gave us this image.
That's right.
You understand? They came and gave us this image, Samuel. You understand? That's the man that said, I am Christ and shall deceive many. You understand? That is not Jesus.
Right.
You understand? I'm going to give you a history lesson. That is Caesar's bullshit.
That's right.
You understand? The son of Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome, Samuel. You understand? He posed as the image of Jesus.
Right.
There's some nowhere in the Bible that just say that Jesus looks like this. You understand that, Samuel? This right here is Jesus. Is that what you said? You used to. Okay, that's fine. Guess what? That's not Jesus.
That's right.
Understand? According to the Bible, Jesus is a black man. Understand in the Bible. Let's get that. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It says his head and his hairs were white like wool. I'm asking you a question, brother. Come. What people do that have woolly textured hair?
Bring it up.
Thank you. You understand? Black people. In other words, Christ had an afro.
That's
you understand?
Right.
That's wool. Wool is going to a texture. Yeah? Listen closely. Read.
As white as snow.
Meaning it was fully white. You understand? Just like this character right here. Yeah? Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Stop, my bro. Why did he say his eyes was a flame of fire? I want to test you if you know your Bible. Why did he say his eyes was a flame of fire? Okay, that's good. Get me Genesis 49 verse 12. Because, check it, Moses prophesied about Christ. Listen to what he said. What's your name, by the way? Say it again? Samuel. I'm Shiloh, yeah? Nice to meet you. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
Listen to this, Samuel. Let's read that.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
It says the Messiah's eyes shall be red with wine. So let's go back and get the understanding. Listen to this closely because, listen, Samuel, you're not going to learn this in church. You understand? You're not going to learn this in church. I've been to church. I was raised in the church. I wasn't taught this.
What?
You understand? Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Wool meaning an afro. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So, Samuel, we just read that his eyes was a flame of fire. We just read that the Messiah's eyes would be red with wine. In other words, check it. He would drink wine in moderation. Do you understand? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Read that again for Samuel.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So Samuel, it says that Messiah's feet was like unto fine brass, Samuel. I'm going to ask you a question. What color is brass? B-R-A-S-S. You don't know? Have you ever seen a copper, a penny? Thank you, that's brass. So that's the color of Christ. Read again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It says his feet was like unto fine brass. Brass is brown. Listen to this. You're getting distracted. Listen. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Listen. If you burn that brass in a furnace of fire, what color will it get? Say again. Say that proudly. Black, exactly. So what does it prove? That Jesus is a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? So guess what? This is a lie according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand that, Samuel? This is a lie. Get me Matthew chapter 24 verse 3. I'm going to show you something, Samuel. Listen closely. Matthew 24 verse 3.
The book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
So Christ's disciples came and said, Hey Christ, tell us about the end days. What's going to happen in the end days? You understand? Listen to what Christ said, Samuel. This is prophecy. You understand? Read.
And what shall the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
So it's saying that what is going to be the sign of your coming? Understand? How are we going to know that he will be coming? That's what they say. Listen to, pay attention to what Christ said, yeah? Listen to something.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
What did Jesus say?
Take heed that no man deceive you.
So Sammy, the first thing that Jesus made them know is that, listen, make sure that you're not deceived. What is he revealing? That in the last days there was going to be a major deception on the earth.
Yes,
You understand? One of the deception was this image here.
Right.
Proclaiming to be Jesus. You understand? That's a major deception on earth. You understand, Samuel? Read.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
It says, many shall come in my name, saying that I am Christ, and shall deceive many. I'm going to give you a history lesson here. This happened in the 1400s. You understand? Where the conquistadors came and gave us this image.
That's right.
You understand? They came and gave us this image, Samuel. You understand? That's the man that said, I am Christ and shall deceive many. You understand? That is not Jesus.
Right.
Understand? I'm going to give you a history lesson. That is Caesar's bullshit.
That's right.
You understand? The son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome, Samuel. You understand? He posed as the image of Jesus. Right. There's some alone in the Bible that just say that Jesus looks like this. You understand, Samuel? Read. Listen. That's one before you go.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
It says, many shall come in my name, saying that I am Christ, and shall deceive many. You understand? So I'm going to ask you a question, Samuel. Have we been deceived as a people? We've been deceived, yeah? Okay, so what must we do to come back, to reverse that deception? Say again? I can't hear you, Samuel. You're a man, speak up. Say again? You don't know. Alright, before you go, I'm going to show you what we must do as a people, yeah? I'm going to show you that. Get me that. You know what I want? I'm going to show you what we must do as a people. Get me the book of Deuteronomy 10 verse 12. I'm going to show you something before you go. You understand? Because this has not been taught in the churches. You understand? Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
It says, Samuel, according to the Bible, the so-called blacks and Hispanics that went into slavery and colonization, we are the Israelites.
That's right.
You understand? God is saying that what does God require of you Israelites?
Bring it out.
You understand? What's your purpose on earth?
Right. Come on. Bring it out. But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
It says to fear the Lord thy God.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word,